Welcome to NHL Hockey News Reports, and today we have all 31 NHL teams given a reason, up to 1, 2, or 3 reasons the most, talking about why they might not go to the playoffs, and I'm going the worst case scenario. Put it out there, and don't forget, right now, we gotta get to 150 subs, so we need 10 more subs. We're at 140, we need 150 for our special video. Let's get into it. So, this is worst case scenario, so, maybe some teams in here will be on the brink and be like, oh, but I'm trying to go to the worst case scenario. This happened, oh man, what happened? Predicting, this is what I think. If it's worst case scenario, that's what I want to do. I'm starting with the negatives, I'm going to the positives next. So, next one will be all 31 NHL teams, giving them a reason why they are going to make the playoffs. So, let's get into the negatives, and then we'll turn out to be positives in my next video. Alright? So, let's watch. Alright, we're starting off with Montreal and Montreal Canadiens. I say Weber, if they don't make the playoffs. Weber and Price gets injured and they can't score. I'm going worst case scenario. So this is not like, oh, they were okay, but they might make the playoffs. Worst case scenario. Boom. Okay. So it might not sound like that, but whatever. Giving reasons. Predicting reasons. If you understand now. And they can't score. Okay, this was kind of similar. I kind of took this from like what they did 2 years ago in the 17-18 season. Price was injured mostly, was okay, was, kind of not him, and Weber was out for most of the season. Only played like 25 games, and they couldn't score that year either. So I kind of used that and put it together, because that's basically, if they don't do it, they'll be in the same situation if they don't get this do like they usually do, like last year. Close, right? Looking at the Blackhawks, I say defense is shaky, so I'm talking about Duncan Keith, I'm talking about Brett Seabrook, I'm talking about Dahan, I'm talking about Mata, I am talking about those guys. Yes, I am. Are they shaky? Definitely we'll see how that goes out. And then trades during the offseason did not work out. I'm talking about the Mata for Cahoon. Does Cahoon work out for Pittsburgh, but not for Mata for the Blackhawks? I am also talking about Dahan. Is he going to work out? I'm talking about Yoki Hovell going to the Buffalo Sabres for Alexander Nylander. Is that going to work out? I'm going to say they don't work out for this. Moving on to the Flyers, goaltending problem. You got Hart that trying to become that number one goalie, but Elliott just couldn't be that backup after being a number one goalie for a while. And just couldn't do it. So, they could score, they can defend, but they couldn't in goaltending. Moving on to Toronto, and I say Frederik Andersen gets injured, and the problem about that is that you have Michael Neuvirth on PTO. If they sign him, then there you go. And then Michael Hutchinson, and those are the number 1 and number 2 goaltenders. And I say Andersen out for the whole year, pretending here, and they have to take over, so they lose to the playoffs. And Marner does not sign on December 1st, and after December 1st, that means nope. That means he's not playing for the rest of the year. He's playing in Europe. So that is another thing. So remember, like I keep saying, this is worst case scenario. This might not happen, but I'm just putting out worst case scenarios. And then for when they make the playoffs, for my next video, I'll be like best case scenarios. Oh my goodness, this is a Cinderella story here. Kind of like one of those, okay? So moving on to the Red Wings. The Red Wings goalie problem, Howard Bernier, not good enough. Howard's getting too old. Bernier is not the guy. And what do? And defense needs to work. Moving on to the Wild. Too old of a team. Rebuild time. And some of these things are realistic. So definitely. And some things look really portion. But it's fun to talk about that. So, Koivu, Parise, I am talking about Sudo, 3 guys, I am talking about Odo, Eric Stahl, 4 guys, I am talking about 1, 2, goal, down the middle, you got Stahl and Koivu, they're 35. I think Koivu's 36. So, pointing out there for all of you to know. Moving on to the Pittsburgh Penguins, Murray is not consistent. Just Smith has to take over a little, but the team just doesn't make it. And the first time out for a while, but the edge, but no, not this time. That's what I feel like is going to happen. Well, not happen, but pointing out prediction. That Murray gets hurt. He's inconsistent. He wishes he had more Marc-Andre Fleury, the backup goaltender, his friend. And, yeah. Hope he's below average like he did in the 17-18 season when he went to the Cup. Before then, during the season, they were considering Grubauer being the number one during the playoffs, and they did. First 2 games, but before then, the season, he was a .299. That's what I'm talking about, and the team just couldn't do it. That's all I can come up with because the team, it looks pretty packed. Moving on to the Calgary Flames. Now, the Flames, goaltending, big problems. Big mess. Who knows what's next? That's what I wrote. Because you have Riddick. Does he become that guy for they need? He had a career year. What's going to happen? And Talbot, is he going to be that guy for Calgary? That's another thing. And right wing, big hole. So pretend they trade like Felique away. What happens? Bennett, Lindholm, yeah. Same thing what I'm trying to tell you. Moving on now to the Oilers, and we have the Oilers with goaltending needs help. Defense, not enough, and left and right wingers are needed. This is realistic right now, but definitely they need everything. They need something for forwards, they need something for defense, they need something for goaltending. Definitely. But let's move on to Vancouver, and I only had one. Defense still needs help. They have Myers, they have Ben now. They need one more guy to kind of seal it up. They have Hughes, but they were close, but did not make it. Okay, moving on to the Vegas Golden Knights here. Losing Haula, Gusev, and Miller hurts them a lot because of the cap. Signing Stone to his $9 million contract, signing Carlson to his $5 million contract, having Fleury's $7 million contract. It's all piling up. And losing Haula, there's a pretty good goal scorer for them on that third line. Gusev signing right to the Devils, that hurts them. And on defense, Ryan, Colin Miller, it hurts them too from that right shot defenseman. And Fleury not getting any younger, so he gets older, and the team misses the playoffs. Moving on to the Dallas Stars here is that veterans Pavelski and Perry, bad contracts. The $7 million of Pavelski does not work out like they were intending it to be. And Perry looks like he was in the 18-19 season with the Ducks, injured and just didn't prove it. And scoring depth stinks pretty badly. Moving on to the Panthers. Defense caused Bobrovsky, because I did not want to write out Bobrovsky, Bob to play bad. So Yandel, Ekblad, Matheson, Pysk, Strawman, they had bad deals. And then Bobrovsky just couldn't do it. They can score, but the problem with that is Bobrovsky tried his best, but defense was poor again. Moving on to the Islanders. Losing Leonard did not help them at all. And, what I put? I can't read what I wrote there. I think, scoring continues to struggle. That's what I tried to write. I don't know what happened now. Sorry about that. Scoring continues to struggle badly. Moving on to the Boston Bruins, we have Johansson leaves. That hurts. To the Buffalo Sabres. Rask and Halak were okay, but not the best. And they were meager, so they barely made the playoffs. They were close. I mean, they were very close, but they barely lost. Moving on to the Lightning. This is a hard one to come up with, but I try to come up with a dramatic one for this one. Stamkos and Kucherov gets hurt, and the power play gets damaged a little here, and they just couldn't do anything. Kucherov was that guy for them, Stamkos was that guy, and they lost him. and for about 1 to 2 months, and 3 to 4 months for both of them, and they're out. So no playoffs that year. Moving on to the Kings. Quick is still bad from 18-19 season. I'm not saying I'm a hater on Quick. Quick is one of my favorite goaltenders right now, currently. But help scoring still. The youngsters come in, still need help, but scoring still needs help there. Moving on to now the Buffalo Sabres. We need a new goalie this season, so that means Hutton or Allmark did not work out at all, like happened last year. Moving on to now the Nashville Predators. In Nashville, Soros does not take over Rene's starter job, and Rene is older, doesn't play as good as he used to, and the power play stinks, and they just couldn't get that special teams to work, so they fell out of the playoffs. And losing Subban out that deal does hurt. And Fabio doesn't work out. I forgot about that one. Put that in there. Binnington could not handle a full season of goaltending. Half a season? Yeah, full season. Did not work out. Allen wasn't as good that year either. Had ups and downs too. Moving on to the Rangers. Lundqvist, too old, and just Trouba's contract. Bad contract. $7 million. Too much for him. High risk there, and it's showing off in 1920 season. Can't score with Phil Kessel. Starter goalie is the Kempo of Zavanta. Did not work out that year, and boom, they didn't make the playoffs again. Kessel. Okay, now let's get into the Sharks. Jones, Dell. Nope. Doesn't work out. Pavelski has missed a lot. Captain. Everyone loved Pavelski. He's gone. People are mad about that he's in Dallas. Now moving on to the Avalanche. Forward does not work out. So the forwards do not work out. I'm talking about Bellemare, Donskoy, those guys. Kadri does not work out for them. Barry, they need. Byron not up yet. Gerard needs help. Eric Johnson's not working out. Things gone. The Ducks, help please to score. They got Gibson. They need scoring. We have Columbus Blue Jackets. Time for a rebuild. Jets, Laine, and Cano not signed before July 1st. December 1st. That means Hellebuck had a bad season. And Devils goalie problem with Blackwood and Schneider. And Ottawa Senators still on a rebuild. Keep on going. And Hurricanes, we need a better backup goalie than Reimer. Is it Dominic, if I said that right? Or do I have to get someone new? So definitely, if you look here, looking at all 31, I want to talk about what do I write down the most? You probably like goalies. That's one, because goalie problem. I'll name a lot of them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 times I said goalie problems. Montreal with Price when he gets hurt, not because of his ability of stopping pucks. Toronto, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Capitals, Calgary, Oilers, the Islanders, LA, Blues, Rangers, Arizona, Sharks, Winnipeg, I didn't add that one, and the Devils. So a lot of worry about goaltending, definitely. Thank you for watching. NHL News Reports. I'll see you next video.